CyberHub Engage podcast is sponsored by CyberHub Summit, hosting its second annual Cybersecurity Summit in Atlanta, Georgia on October 10th, 2018, featuring a live tabletop exercise with audience participation, global speakers, engaging topics. Experience cyber different at www.cyberhubsummit.com. Speaking of cyber education, so we've got Georgia Tech, probably one of the top universities in the country, right? We have the university in Columbus. I forgot its name, so you're going to have to forgive me here.
Columbus State?
Columbus State. So I'm sorry about that. We have Georgia State that has an Infosec program, right? UGA is starting their Infosec program. Kennesaw State has an Infosec program. Mercer? So Mercer has an Infosec program. And now we've got Augusta.
That's right.
A multi-million-dollar facility that our Tom Brady, Governor Deal, I'm going to keep calling him that now because of you. It's going to be horrible, man. Mackenzie's going to call me and rip me into shreds. Tell us about the Augusta facility, that the Nathan Deal Cyber Center. Is that what it's?
Yeah, so we've got the Nathan Deal Innovation Campus, which is a campus located in Augusta University, right on the riverfront, that features the Hull McKnight Georgia Cyber Center. And that facility is really the pinnacle demonstration of collaboration at its finest. It really came about because of a few things that are happening in Georgia right now. I think when you look at kind of the defense side, Fort Gordon has always been a major hub for us within the state. But what's unique is that within the next 3 to 5 years, they've got about 4,700 more personnel that are scheduled to be onboarded at the post, who will focus more on military intelligence, and then also on cybersecurity. NSA is also a station over at Fort Gordon, and I believe they've got a 600,000 square foot cryptologic center on the site. So a lot's been happening there, but what's been unique is that we've recently had Army Cyber Command repositioned from Fort Meade over to Fort Gordon here in Georgia. Army Cyber itself is looking to create a 324,000 square foot facility that will be about a $189 million investment on the first phase, and that's currently under construction. That's going to be completed, or phase 2, the full facility will be completed by about 2021. And the reason I mention that is as we begin to take a look at how the nation responds to cyber threats, Fort Gordon now will play more of a central role in that, with the command being positioned here within the state. So in order to support what's taking place on the post, our governor committed about $100 million towards the development of a cyber innovation campus that would allow for both the public sector, the private sector, and the defense sector to collaborate on first developing talent, training talent, and then responding to cyber threats. So essentially, it's an innovation hub. Within the building itself, there are secure office spaces as well as collaborative spaces. Augusta University has quite a bit of training space on campus, so you'll be able to access their curriculums there within the cyber training fields. And then Augusta Technical College also has space within the facility too. We were informed recently that the Georgia Bureau of Investigation's forensic team will now be based out of that facility. And then just adjacent to it, we're working with several companies who are interested in expanding their footprint into Georgia, and they're considering that as a location. What's unique is it's also located within a less developed census tract, which means that the state of Georgia is able to offer a series of incentives that support companies who are creating new jobs there.
Is it strictly InfoSec job, or is it let's say a Fortune 2000 company and I'm looking to expand my InfoSec talent? So can I set up in that center, or is it because, you kind of said, private, public, and defense.
Yeah.
But a lot of our CISOs are commercial CISOs. A lot of our listeners are commercial listeners, right? And so I think the question on their mind, representing the listeners, is if I'm, and I'm going to throw company X under the bus here, and I'm looking to hire 20 more people, but guess what? I'm based in Y, and Y doesn't have a lot of talent. So can I base my InfoSec team out of Augusta? I mean, is that a possibility? Is that part of the purpose of that building?
It is. It's a warm landing site for all of the above. For larger companies who are seeking to explore the ability to navigate contracts with Fort Gordon, we found that they have a particular interest in kind of scaling a team, if you will, using that facility. And then for firms who are on the private side, who might not necessarily have a particular interest in defense contracting, but do recognize that there's some tremendous opportunities in Georgia and are really trying to tap into the talent that's moving through that building on a daily basis, they're finding it also to be a warm location. Now, here's the key about all of this.
Oh, there's a key.
There's a key. There's always a key.
There's a key. All right. This is a short.
Everyone is in the building at the same time and challenges are presented, and you've got talent that's working at these different levels and also coming from different sectors. Everyone can collaborate around the problem, and that's when innovation happens.
The CyberHub Engage podcast is sponsored by CyberHub Summit, hosting its second annual Cybersecurity Summit in Atlanta, Georgia on October 10th, 2018, featuring a live tabletop exercise with audience participation, global speakers, engaging topics. Experience cyber different at www.cyberhubsummit.com.